I gave you my heart.
Yo, what's up guys? Back at you with another one on today. I am your main man TA of Noble Sports Entertainment. If you have not subscribed to this channel, then what are you waiting for? Because we talk sports, period. All right guys, without further ado, we're going to talk about the Detroit Pistons on today as the draft is right around the corner. I believe it'll be next week, next Thursday. The NBA draft, the Pistons select the number 15 pick unless they decide to do something else with it, whether trade up, trade down. You know how it goes in the trade game, or just trade the pick right out. But we're going to talk about the Pistons on today and talk about the needs for the Detroit Pistons. Pretty much, guys, if you watched the Detroit Pistons last season, they had a pretty even season. I think the Pistons went 41-41 on the season. But when the offseason comes, you always have to do a reevaluation of the roster to see basically what you have on the team and ways to get better. And we definitely know that the Pistons need to draft a point guard and a small forward. To me, you ask me, how do I feel and what I think about the Pistons? I definitely think that the Pistons need to go out the point guard primarily, but the small forward position, if you can go after the best player available, then you get that player as well. Now, we've been talking about different free agents and stuff like that the Pistons can go off. Guys like Terrence Ross, Rodney Hood, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose, Seth Curry. There's so many names out there. You can even get guys like Lance Stevenson on the team as well. The Pistons also can go out to guys like Marcus Morris, which definitely Marcus Morris definitely fit with the Pistons when he was with the Pistons. He's one of those type of guys that you need, a 3-and-D type of guy. He's going to play defense, be able to knock down that three-point shot. But the draft is right around the corner, man. I know a lot of Piston fans are wondering, what will the Detroit Pistons do this season to get themselves better? We know what Blake Griffin brings to the table. We know what Andre Drummond brings to the table. Reggie Jackson definitely had a solid season last year, but it's just something that the Pistons are needing. They're needing somebody that can score and help with scoring. You know, when Dre is off and when Blake Griffin is not having a great game, you need somebody that's going to be able to get out there and get buckets. Not saying that Reggie Jackson is not a decent player. He's solid at times. Reggie can be on and off at times. But at the same time, you just need to do these things. These are things that you need to do to figure out ways to get better. And how you get better as a team is you draft well. You look at teams like the Toronto Raptors, the Golden State Warriors, teams like that, they drafted well. You know, Golden State Warriors picked up Klay Thompson in the draft. They picked up Draymond Green and also Steph Curry. And then you look at Toronto, what they did. They picked up guys like an undrafted guy like Fred VanVleet and also Pascal Siakam. So when you're looking and you're going into the draft as a GM, you're looking at and evaluating the talent that you got on your team. First off, you got to evaluate the talent on the team first. It's a lot of guys. The Pistons have so many guys that play point guard, shooting guard on the team. They really didn't get a chance to look at rookie Kyrie Thomas. And I want to bring that up to you again on today. And I want to reiterate that and stress that to you, that the Pistons definitely need to look at Kyrie Thomas. The dude was known for playing defense in college. The dude can score. I got an opportunity to watch Kyrie Thomas in the G League, and I just definitely think that this guy has the potential talent. I know a lot of people say he's a shooting guard, but to me, he could be a combo guard, working on his handles, things of that nature. You know, things that the players do in the offseason to get better. You know what I'm saying? You know, working on that game to get better. And I definitely think that the Pistons need to look in-house and look at Kyrie Thomas. You know, this is a guy that you drafted last season that didn't get the opportunity to play because there's so many guards on the team. You know what I'm saying? From Luke Kennard to Bruce Brown to which Bruce Brown, he did get the opportunity to play. Then you had Wayne Ellington, and then you had Langston Galloway, Reggie Jackson. So you had all these guys on the team that you didn't really get a chance to evaluate the talent that you had on your team. And I just think if the Pistons really do their homework this season, evaluate Kyrie Thomas. Look at him for what it was and what you saw in the G League and say, is this a guy that we truly want to develop? You know, the Pistons have messed up in times before drafting guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and allowing him to be traded off to the Chicago Bulls, not knowing that Spencer Dinwiddie probably would be here right now and being the point guard that the Pistons need. You know, one thing about Spencer Dinwiddie is he had the size, the guy can shoot, and he just didn't get an opportunity in Detroit. And when he got the opportunity to go elsewhere, he made the best of that opportunity. And now Spencer Dinwiddie is one of those guys in the league that you look at and say, man, I can add a guy like him to my team because this guy can flat out play. And the Pistons messed up with that opportunity, man. So this season, when the Pistons draft, they got to make sure that they're allowing these young guys to play. You know, I know a lot of these coaches don't like to use their rookies, but you're going to have to start evaluating talent and letting these rookies get the opportunity to play, so you'll know what you have on your team, so that you can evaluate every position that's on the team. And I really think that the Pistons need to look at Kyrie Thomas. I definitely think the guy can be a combo guard. I got a chance to see Kyrie Thomas again in that last playoff game when the Pistons played Milwaukee, and this dude just rambled off like 6 quick points. So it just showed me that this guy, if he gets the chance and opportunity to play on the floor, this guy will be able to do some damage. And I don't know what the Pistons will decide to do as far as if they'll take a point guard in the draft or they'll go small forward. But whatever they do, whatever they do this offseason, they definitely need to make some upgrades to the roster. We know that Ish Smith may not come back because he's a free agent. And then Wayne Ellington, you may not get him back. So the Pistons are going to have to do some serious evaluating this offseason. But if you really want to know the needs of the Pistons, that's definitely the needs of the Detroit Pistons, is that they definitely need to get a point guard and they definitely need to get a small forward. And it wouldn't hurt to get another big man to play behind Dre and Blake as well. So a power forward / center, that wouldn't hurt as well. But definitely, man, the Pistons are definitely going to have to do their homework. Dwayne Casey and his coaching staff, they're going to have to do the homework this offseason if those guys expect to start making some noise in the East. They only a few players away from being able to contend. You know, Blake Griffin coming on the team and Drummond, you definitely want to build around those guys. I know some people say that you should trade Drummond and you should trade Blake. It depends on what you're getting for those guys. You know what I'm saying? You don't trade a guy like Andre Drummond just not knowing what you're going to get. You got to make sure you knowing what you get and what is the best type of deal that you want for a Blake Griffin or a Andre Drummond. So I can't wait to see the draft. Make sure you guys check us out. We're going to be live. I will be on TROXEL'S Sports Talk Show. Make sure you check it out on there. It's going to be on Thursday. I believe it starts at 6:30 p.m. I'll be a special guest on that show. And I'll be supporting the DSA brothers over there as they will have a live show about the Detroit Pistons. And the name of that show is called the Pistons Center Court. So you'll have 313 J-Mo will be in the house. Detroit Drew, CA3 Sports, Troxel Sports Talk, and as well as Bravo and NOMIS J. So definitely, man, make sure you guys check that out. It'll be 6:30. The draft will start. It'll be a live draft show. So you guys are welcome to come to the channel and join us. And we'll be talking about some Detroit Pistons basketball. But if you ask me again, guys, those are the needs of the Detroit Pistons. They need to get a point guard and they need to get a small forward. And they need to make sure that they evaluate their guys in-house first before they make their decision on what they want to get or what they want to do with that pick, with the 15th pick. So definitely, guys, make sure you subscribe to Noble Sports Entertainment, because on this channel we talk sports, period. And I'll be back to you soon with another video. I'm out of here. Peace.
I give you my heart.